Hi guys. All right. So we're going to get to the point. Make it quick. Went out with someone and that person supposedly was into me, all right? Supposedly. Supposedly into me. Gave a friend of mine his number to give to me. Let's see where it goes and all this other. So, whatever. I don't allow myself to get into guys. I don't allow myself to fall in love with. There's only two people I fell in love with, and I married both of them. I've never loved anyone outside of that. Okay. And I don't allow my emotions to get me all excited about guys because I don't know what the fuck kind of bullshit you're going to present to me. So I handle guys with kid gloves. Okay. So anyway, um, so we went out, grab a bite to eat, went out, had a good time, or so well, it wasn't really that good of a time because he talked about himself the entire time we were out. He talked about his house, and I used to be into real estate, and it took me a long time to find this house, and I had to take a break from house hunting, and blah 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 blah. Blah, blah. Wouldn't stop talking about that. I don't really give a shit. Talked about, I was polite, but I really didn't care. Who cares? I didn't ask you about that. Then he went into this page of his car. What kind of car is? I said, what kind of car is it? Why did I say that? This is a Buick LaCrosse. My dad has always bought Buicks, and he went on a whole spiel about that. Talked about how he was into soccer and he almost went professional, and he was invited to play with these people because he was well known at the time, and so he ended up going with these people to play with them. Didn't even know them, and they wanted him to be on their team for the weekend or the day or whatever the hell it was, because he's that amazing. With the type of work he does. I mean, it was the whole thing was about him. Doesn't know how to talk to women, does not know how to communicate. He's non-committal. Here's the proof. He was with two different people in serious relationships. The last one was his boss, which I don't advise you to bang your boss. It's probably not a great idea. It's not smart business sense. But when people are dumb and horny, that's what they do. So he was banging the life out of her, and he never committed to her. And she was the love of his life, according to him, the love of his life. But he never, ever put a ring on her finger. Never. And then she eventually died of cancer. Then he was with another person who wasted 7 years of her life with a non-committal person. Just because somebody's banging you all the time, okay? You're walking bow-legged because he's always up in there. That doesn't mean he's committed to you. I hate to be the one to drop the ball on you, but screwing is just screwing. It means nothing to men. You could be ugly. You could look like a sea creature with big bumps all over, boils all over your whole body. He doesn't care. He'll close his eyes, find the tunnel, and jump up in it. He don't give a shit about women. He don't give a shit about you. There has to be emotions involved, not just banging. Okay? He has a super high sex drive. Why? Because that pleases him. Okay? Does that not sound narcissistic to you? Banged the hell out of her for 7 years with zero commitment. Zero. Zero commitment. No commitment. No commitment. Why would he want to have a commitment? He's getting up in between her legs all the time. Why does he need to commit to her? He doesn't. Plus, he's non-committal anyway. Look at his past record. Okay? No social skills, socially awkward as hell. Cannot sustain relationships. The second one that he tossed up for 7 years, which I would never recommend you give a man more than a year. Okay? And listen to what he tells you, because a lot of times they reveal who they are through their casual conversation. And if you look at their track record with other women, if they can reveal that to you, you will see that they're non-committal. You ain't going to change their status on that. You're not going to get them to commit to you because you're tossing them up and letting them toss you up. That no, 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 no. Sex is just sex to them. They could care less. You are just a vessel they're using to dump their sperm in. I'm just going to keep it real with you. They're not committed to you because of that. Don't 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 get it twisted. Anybody can bang you. They don't even have to like you as a person to stick it to you. So that means nothing if there's no emotions involved. It's just sex. It's just screwing. That's it. That's all. Okay. So the second girl, they didn't see each other that much. I think people were talking in her ear, like I mentioned in the other video. I think they were telling her, "You've given this man a lot of years. He's not committed to shit. He didn't mention a ring. He didn't mention anything about the future. What's going on?" And so I think she started to pull away from him. And then during the same time, she got a promotion on the job, and he used that as an excuse to dump her because I saw her even less because she had a promotion on the job. Since when do people have a promotion on the job and they should get dumped now because I don't get to see you that much? So I'm out of here. He felt her pulling away is what I think is the truth about it. I think he's a narcissist like a lot of self-absorbed mofos. He's self-absorbed, he's sex obsessed because it makes him feel good. Okay? I like using your body as a masturbation tool. It's fun. And no, I'm not going to commit to you. But if you're going to give me 7 years like a fool, I will take them. Anyway, so I think that he felt her. This is the part of the story he's probably not going to tell you. I think that she started to pull away from him because she realized that all he was interested in was one thing only, and that was banging. She knew that there wasn't ever going to be a real commitment. And like I said, her friend, best friend, somebody's going to be talking in her ear telling her, "You're giving him a lot of years. What's up?" Nothing's up except his penis. Okay? Ladies, don't waste your time with these fools. Please don't. 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 Anytime they're being nice to you, anytime they're cozying up to you, usually it's trying to get your panties off. I don't give a shit what comes out of their mouth. And he was bragging about his money, and he was bragging about, I bought my house with my own cash, and, I could retire in, 24 months. Just say 2 years, dumb fuck. What are you, a toddler? Toddler is like they're 15 months old, which is kind of dumb. A year and change is what you should say. I don't know why people do that, but anyway, he's not going to commit to you. Don't you dare give him past a year. Don't you dare. And if they tell you right out the gate that sex is super important to them, they are a lot more interested in that than you. It ain't like his testosterone is so high, it's floating in his eyes. It goes from his feet all the way up to his eyes, and his eyes are kind of doing this number because they're floating on top of testosterone. Bullshit, and in double layers of bullshit, triple layers of bullshit. He is a horn dog, and he wants to use you up as often as possible. And if he has to put on the boyfriend hat and pretend that you're in a relationship in order to get access, he will. He'll do anything to get it. He'll lie his ass off. He'll put an onion across his eyes and create tears, tell you he loves you and everything else. No, 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 no. Y'all be careful. Be real careful, because they only care about one thing, and the majority of them. I don't care if they're married, if they're not married, they're in a relationship. They're always trying to stick their dick in somebody else. We're going to keep it real. If you can't handle it, bye-bye. We'll see you in the next video. I keep it real on this channel. If that's not what you like, then it was nice knowing you. But yeah, that's all they care about. There was one time I was on crutches. Y'all probably remember this. I don't know. I was on crutches. I was injured. So what else is new? And this mofo wanted me to come to his house. It was around Christmas time. And I said, point blank, I said, "I don't go to guys' houses that I don't know. And I don't know you that well." He's like, "Oh, okay. Well, I got to go because I got to hit the road to get these Christmas packages, on the road or whatever. I got to go." Now, if I was coming over there and he was going to get some, which is what he was trying to sign up for, he wouldn't have had to go on the road so fast. Because he gonna make time for that. He gonna make some time for that. Come to find out later, after he quit talking to me, he had a girlfriend. I said, "You're not a," I saw him in the store and I said, "You're not a nice person." "What do you mean? You're not a nice person." "What'd I do?" "Since I wouldn't go to your house, you stopped talking to me. What was that all about?" "Well, to be quite honest with you, I have a girlfriend. So why were you trying to sleep with someone else? Why are you trying to get other women to go to your house?" "Well, They don't have a straight answer. "Well, because I already have this piece of tail and I need a new piece of tail." Oh, they're not going to tell you that. But I need a shinier, I need a new car smell. I need a new piece of pone. I'm hitting her and she thinks I'm in love with her. So I got that in the bag. But you, on the other hand, how you doing? It's nasty, it's disgusting, and it's despicable. I wouldn't want someone who claims to be my man to put his wiener out there, to put it in other people, advertising his wiener, practically approaching women with his dick in his hand. I wouldn't want that. That's disgusting. You're supposed to be with this particular person over here, and yet you're trying to bang everybody. And then I read an article, I told you about this before, that STDs are on the rise. Well, no shit. No shit, Sherlock. Of course they're on the rise, because people are nasty and can't stop fucking. And they have no qualms about who they fuck and who those people have fucked. They don't have any qualms about that. They like to use your body as a masturbation tool. Your body is a masturbation tool. You are not in love. They are not in, well, you might be in love, but they're not in love with you. They're only in love with what's between your legs. Okay? And they talk about like hippie, scarecrow, ugly person on the outside and in. Very ugly, unattractive person, but I thought he had a good heart, so that's where I made my mistake. Anyway, um, he liked to emphasize on romance. You know why? Because he doesn't have anything else to offer, so he has to create this facade of romance, and he don't know the first god dang thing about romance. He's a fucking fraud. He's a fake. He wouldn't know romance or love if it hit him in his ugly forehead. So I'm just saying. Okay? That's all they care about is one thing and one thing only. So ladies, please, please be very careful who you give your time to. Be very careful who you give your body to. All they care about is screwing. That's all they care about, the majority of them. And it doesn't matter that they have a wife at home. I told you, married men are hitting on me left and right. I don't like that. I don't like that. But there's some I don't know, sleazy, I can't get the word out. Sleazy women, stop laughing, it's not funny. Sleazy women that don't care if you're married. They don't care. They're like, yeah, but you got a wife and everything, but you looking pretty good. What's up? Sleazy ass women don't give a shit about who you're involved with. They wouldn't want it to happen to them, but they like doing it to somebody else. Why are you trying to hurt this woman that you don't even know by fucking her man, fucking her husband? Just because he's coming on to you doesn't mean you have to say yes. Anyway, moving right along. Be careful, ladies. They will do anything for your vagina. Lie, cheat, steal, kill, commit a bank robbery. I mean, men have done anything for a woman, and usually it doesn't mean because he loves her. He's just trying to keep a steady supply of poon coming. So be very careful who you get involved with. Don't be too fast to give your body up because they don't respect it any goddamn way. If he wants to have a commitment, make him put the work in, not just talk the talk. And don't give him past a year. And if you see red flags, your heart's telling you something is not right. I can't put my finger on it, but something's not right here. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. That is your internal alarm system telling you this person is not what you think they are. And stop making excuses for what you feel. Okay? Because we're famous for saying to ourselves, well, maybe it's me. Maybe I just distrust people because I've been hurt so bad. Maybe I need to put my guard down a little bit more, be more trusting. No. If your internal alarm system is telling you to slow your roll, that's what you need to do. And stop spreading so fast because these bastards, if he thinks you're all that, he will stick with you whether you give it up or not. Some men will stay, without having sex with you. They won't have sex with you until you get married if that is your standard. Some, not many, because they worship. They don't worship God, but they do worship puss. That they worship. They worship it. They pray before it. They bow down before it. It's retarded and stupid. Stay the hell away from them. Women are giving up relationships because they know men ain't shit. Some men are decent, but most of them ain't shit. We're going to keep it real. They're acting like a dog in heat. Do I smell some puss in the air? Ew! You nasty motherfucker. And then when you wake up with polka dots on your dick, you don't know why. Probably because you don't have any concern about who you put it in. Okay? Nasty. And when you know that's all they care about, and they'll say, I love you, and I want a future, and I want us to get married on the beach, don't you listen to that bullshit unless he produces a ring. And take your time getting a ring. Take your time getting into a serious relationship, because they'll say and do anything to get them clothes off. If I got to pretend I love her, then that's what I'm going to do. Damn it. I got to get up in there. If you want to stay celibate till you're married, then you stay celibate. If you can't handle it, bye-bye. I'm tired of them. I'm just up to here with their bullshit. I'm just tired. You know, they go out with you and the whole so-called connection is about them putting the spotlight on themselves and look how great I am. Look at all these accomplishments I have. I'll be able to retire in 2 years. Good. You and your money can snuggle together. Because women with some class ain't going to be snuggling you. You better find you another dumbass who's going to give you 7 years, because most women ain't going to waste that much time with you. She's not going to do it. I don't know what that lawyer is. She's smart business-wise, but she ain't got no sense in her personal life. I'm not giving you more than a year, period. Okay? Good. Slow down, ladies. Slow down. Slow down. When you know that they're weak for that one thing, you got the power. And you got the power to say, we're not going to do that. I'm not going to be another chick on your list, a notch in the belt. I'm not going to do that. So if that's all you care about, you need to get to stepping. And stop harassing me for it, because I'm not giving it up. I want something solid. I want something real. And I will know if you're bullshitting me or not. So you can decide whether we're going to go further with this or not. So far as not sex, but so far as a relationship. Because I'm not down. If you can't handle it, there's a door. Don't let it hit you in the crack on the way out. Y'all take care. Much love.